We are not part of your case, Nnpp tells Atiku. Wow. I know that this is when Atiku made his press conference on Thursday, he was calling on Peter Obi of Labour Party and Kwakwanso of Nnpp to join him in the fight for redemption of Nigeria from the hand of APC and Tinubu. Okay. And in that process, he said that they shouldn't leave the fight for him alone. And after making all the remarks, Peter Obi and Labour Party came out to tell him, well, he's fighting for his own cause, and Peter Obi is focused on his fighting for his own mandate recovery as well. And so they're not going to accept that invitation. So Atiku should fight his own cause, because Atiku is actually fighting for not just the soul of Nigeria, but also retrieval of his own mandate. And you cannot join that fight with another political party. Okay? So in line and in response to that call from Atiku, Nnpp has also come out to say they are not part of the case. So mean that Atiku should fight his own case, while Nnpp will be focusing on their own internal party issues they're having. Already they have legal issues with their Kwakwanso, their presidential candidate, okay, for anti-party activities. So right now, it means that the call Atiku made to PDP and Labour Party have all been rejected, so he has to complete his fight by himself. But again, I think I give him kudos for having the courage and the capacity to do what he's doing, but let him just finish it as well. The truth is that all the political parties have their own mandate and they cannot merge at this time. So let's dive into the details. The new Nigerian People's Party has said it will not be part of the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar's effort to unseat President Bola Tinubu. According to the Nnpp, it is not in court and doesn't want to be an interloper in the PDP's presidential candidate's case. Atiku had, during a world press conference, called for coalition of opposition to wrestle power from Tinubu. But speaking at a press conference yesterday, the acting deputy national chairman of the Nnpp, Prince Nweze Onu, said they won't be part of Atiku despite the call. We are not in court. We love the country. We will not engage in anything that does not concern us. We are only focused on the things that are happening at the level of our party, Onu said. I know. So on the concern in the party, Onu, however, said they discovered that some leaders of the party did not know that things have changed. They wanted to continue using every election to negotiate with government in power or both the national and state levels, at both national and state levels to negotiate instead of contesting elections. Even when notable politicians joined, they frustrated them by aligning with the government in power. I'm sure this one that are talking to Kwakwanso, who has been running around APC for political appointment, but is not getting it. That is the truth. So he continued saying, that was our experience in the last election, and this prompted the party's leadership to sanction about 9 states where the executives were dissolved and some chairmen were suspended or expelled. However, those erring chairmen became disgruntled and embarked on war against the party, even to the extent of conniving with enemies of the party. So our advice to the outsiders fighting the party to steer clear and stop meddling in the internal affairs of Nnpp. And let me at this juncture thank INEC for their commitment to growth of democracy in our country, and also for their support for Nnpp, Onu added. So what are you saying now? That INEC is contributing or committed to the growth of the country? It's not true. So let's see. There are a few comments here coming for what Nnpp is saying. I know Nnpp has issue even with Kwakwanso, their presidential leader, who after losing elections could not merge with Labour Party, could not merge with PDP before and during the election. Now after the election, Rather than focusing to reorganize the party and prepare for another election, they started running around the APC chieftains, running around Aso Rock to see how he could secure, political appointment under APC. Unfortunately for him, Ganduje, the former governor of Kano State, is already there as APC chairman and blocked him both physically and spiritually. Blocked him everywhere so that APC will not give him any way. Now he's floating like a feather in the air. He has no place because right now even the party is already charging him for anti-party activities. So where will Kokanso land? He's obviously floating, and a man is now a man without focus. So let's see. There are a few comments here over what Nnpp said that they are not part of Atiku's case. Someone say Atiku looters, how market? Can you imagine? Atiku is so desperate to be president. Okay, Nnpp is a saboteur party, so they don't have weight. That is another thing. I know you Igbos, it remains small now that you will accuse the Labour Party leadership as not being good party. Not really. Okay. Somebody saying, we understand not only governor slot, okay, they shake. You try anyhow, you see anyhow. So that is actually what is coming from Labour Party. Sorry, from Nnpp, that they are not part and will not be part of, PDP fighting to oust Tinubu out of office. Generally, we understand how Atiku's greed for power has affected PDP in this 2023 election, because PDP by the constitution already zoned the presidency to the south, but Atiku refused because he desperately wants to be the president. And that was why Peter Obi left the party, Kwakwanso also left the party. So after his activities that led to those strong men leaving the party, he cannot come back now to seek for their support or seek to combine with them again at this time. If combines with them, what does that mean? If he wins, it means that presidency will go back to the north after Buhari stayed for 8 years, sailed from the north. So that is why it's already a very bad market for Atiku. Okay, presidency for the next 8 years will remain in the south. The only problem is that the person that is forcing himself down the throat of everybody has a lot of corrupt baggages on him that is not bringing national disgrace. That's just the problem we have. And it's not the right person from the south. Okay, he just usurped it through his wealth and through corruption and through, bribery and all of that put together. Otherwise, presidency must remain in the south. He must not go back to the north. So Atiku knows that he will not be president because presidency after 8 years of Buhari from the north cannot go back to the north again to him. It can't work. That is the truth. So let him just do the justice he's doing as another statesman, trying to unravel some secrets to put Nigeria on the best pedestal before Committee of Nations in the world. Let him just do that like a charity work. So whatever Atiku is doing now, I see it as a charity work. It's Atiku's charity work for a better nation, not to be a president because he can't get it. That is the truth. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.